Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Icewind Dale. Alright, let's head inside this house, which I believe is where we can go to, whoops, not you. All of you.
It shall be done.
Where I believe we can start the Heart of Winter expansion.
At once.
The older.
Have returned. Again, it is as the vision foretold.
What is it with you in this vision? What do you want from us?
You must come to Hengoro, to the great mead hall where the tribes have gathered. You alone can forestall the war between our peoples.
Very well, we shall accompany you.
I am honored by your choice. The journey is a long one, and our quest is urgent. I shall summon the wind to carry us through the mountains and over the tundra.
To grandmother's house we go. We met some sort of barbarian shaman, and sheltering in one of the abandoned buildings in Kuldahar. It looks pretty nice for being abandoned. I mean, there's a vase with flowers on it. He introduced himself as Kuldahar, shaman to the tribe of the Bear. He went on to explain that his people were on the brink of war with the 10 towns, and that visions had led him to believe that we could somehow prevent the conflict. In any case, we agreed to accompany the shaman and aid him in any way we can.
Know this. Should you wish to return to this place, it is within my power to bring you back. But walking upon the wind taxes one's spirit greatly.
Does it really?
It may be days before I can make the journey again. Now, are you prepared to depart?
Yes, let us be off. Whee!
Time. Within its swirling mists lies the knowledge of all things, past and future, endings and beginnings. It is all here, hidden from view, waiting to be revealed to those who have eyes to see.
Aren't you from Fallout 2?
Far to the north, beyond the wind-swept peaks of the spine of the world, beyond the realms of men who call themselves civilized, dwell a people whose way of life is built upon the gift of sight.
Really?
Among the tribes of the Uthgard, the visions of a shaman serve to guide his people through the fog of an uncertain future. So it was with Yoldair, elder and shaman to the tribe of the Bear. For it was his visions that foretold the return of a slain king, awakened from the halls of death by a spirit consumed by vengeance.
King Lysandus?
His vision carried him across the tundra to a place where men built their homes beneath an ancient oak with branches that stretched skywards to embrace the clouds. It is here that his vision showed him the faces of the strangers that would journey far across a sea of ice and snow.
And what pretty faces they were.
To the frozen north, these heroes would come, drawn into a twisted maze of shared destinies that would lead us all into the cold and terrible heart of winter.
Looks like they need an icebreaker. This might be longer than I expected.
We have arrived outside the settlement your people call Lonelywood. Of the 10 towns, it is the nearest to my people's homeland, and will no doubt fall first if my people heed Wulfdane's call to war.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do about that.
Now I must leave you, for I am not welcome among the homes of these southerners.
You're leaving? I thought you were supposed to take us to this mead hall of yours.
Though we journey towards the same destination, our paths are not one. My place is at the side of my king. Already I have been gone too long.
It has been many, many days since I first met you. Alright, do I have to take the low road, or do I have to take the high road? And which one are you taking?
From here, you must go alone.
You know, the 6 of
The
you,
people of
alone.
this town will know the way to the camp of my people.
Okay.
Travel swiftly and safely. We shall meet again when you stand before the council in the great mead hall.
Alrighty. Goodbye. I thought you said that taxed your spirit. I sense lies. Lies and deceit.
Of course.
Doesn't seem that cold here, though. So, anything to open up yet? Nope, doesn't look like it. Haley Dunn is up there. Carl? I meant to click on you, Carl.
Well met, stranger, on this damnable cold day.
Who are you?
My name's Carl Ryder. I work for the Galloway Trading Coaster. We're stuck here till this whole barbarian business blows over.
What do you know about about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat?
Nothing much. We just work round here. I think Rowley may know a bit more, though.
Farewell, Carl. Alright.
Horse!
Hello?
What do you want? If you're looking for a ride, tough luck. We're not going anywhere for a while.
Who are you?
I'm Raleigh Galloway, caravan master for the Galloway Trading Coaster. Me and my men are stuck here because of the idiot savages out on Bremen's Run.
What exactly is a trading coaster?
It's a collection of businessmen who band together for mutual support. Unlike trading houses, costers generally don't have much to do with family, just making money.
What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat?
I already said everything I know. The barbarians are out on Bremen's Run, and they're not going anywhere. You want to find out more? Go ask the hairy bastards yourself. It's just a few miles to the east of here.
Well, your world map has been updated. Isn't there any other way out of Lonelywood?
This time of year is what we in Icewind Dale locals like to call winter. Look out on the lake. You get past the burial island, and the whole damn thing is frozen. Any other route is directly over the rough land, no trails.
What is the burial isle?
It's the island out on Mare Dualdon, where all of the savages bury their dead war heroes. The locals avoid it as though Mirkul himself charged the toll for admission.
Farewell.
Horses!
Goddamn Smith. Where are you, Glitterhoof? It's Glitterhoof! Anything else to look at? Hello? Kid, I assume?
Help! Help me, please! My brother and I were playing and he fell down the well. I think he's hurt.
Don't look at me. I'm not Lassie. Stop your crying, girl, and tell me how this happened. You fell down the well? We'll go with this. Calm yourself, girl. What's your name?
My name's Haley Dunn. I dared my brother to climb down the well, and he did, but he slipped and I heard him fall. Please help him.
That well looks too narrow for me to climb down. Let's see. I have no rope. I shall see if I can get help at once.
My father has some rope. He can help my brother out.
Your father? Which house is his?
It's on the far north side of town, in the eastern corner, next to the woods. Please, hurry.
I'm off. I shall return quickly. Haley, stay with your brother. Let's see. Eastern corner. Well, alright, let's,
My poor brother, he's gonna die.
well, you know, maybe if you're lucky. I am a horrible, horrible person. Alright, well, let's see if we can save him, even though it's very likely that nothing would happen. Alright, we are... Alright, that's the way out. Gravedigger's Shack. It's probably up this way. The Cooper's Place. Doesn't seem like that's his. Can we go this way? No, apparently not.
Agreed.
Tybalt done. Hold on, be with you in a moment. Just need set this last piece here.
Maybe I should be a little bit more urgent here. What are you doing?
Trying to set this hoop to the barrel before the metal cools, but the damn thing's stubborn. Ah, there it goes. Now, name's done. Tybalt done. Haven't seen you around before. What do you want?
Done? Thank the gods I found you. Your son's fallen into the well and needs your help.
That's so? Well, now, stranger, I'd be worried if I had a son. I fear you've met my daughter. Too much of an imp spirit in her for her own good.
She was lying?
She's been telling that brother in the well tale to damn near every visitor to Lonelywood for the past few months. By the gods, that girl been bringing out the furies in me since she was born.
Perhaps I should go speak to Haley about crying orc. I see. Her tale had me worried.
Oh, that damned girl. She was supposed to have been home hours ago to help with these casks. You see her again. Tell her to come home, or I'll birch this. It'll be the birch stick for her.
Let's see. I'll tell her to come home, but if you lay a hand upon her, we shall hear of it.
Yeah, I like that. Yes, well, if there's nothing else you need, I have work to do.
Might be in need of supplies. What is this place?
It's my shop. I'm a cooper. I make barrels. Why, you with one of the caravans? Because if you are, then you've no business with me until you've traded words and gold with Baldemar. He's the one to speak to, not I.
Who's Baldemar?
Haven't heard of Baldemar? You are new here. Baldemar is Lonelywood's council representative.
And what does being a council representative have to do with you and I doing business?
As council representative, Baldemar has taken it upon himself to represent all the tradesmen in Lonelywood in dealings with the caravans. A profitable position.
I still see no reason as to why Baldemar should have taken such a role.
Reason? There is no reason to it. He loves gold as much as any man. He saw an opportunity and he took it.
And you should stand up to him and tell him you need him no longer.
That would only serve to ruin me. The few contracts Baldemar tosses my way is all that keeps my family fed and the roof over our heads. The moment I raise my voice against Baldemar's generosity, he will see to it that I never see another caravan contract again.
Surely he wouldn't cast you out. There must be room for bargaining.
No, Baldemar prefers to settle matters quickly and quietly. He finds bargaining tiring, and in truth, he is poor at it. But don't take it at my word. The other representatives of the 10 towns know it as well.
What do you mean?
When the towns heard of the troubles with the barbarians, they sent their own speaker to deal with the tribes, rather than chance a war to Baldemar's diplomatic skills.
A speaker from the 10 towns? When was this?
Not long before your arrival. He was a tall man, a southerner like yourself, wearing fine clothes and a patch over one eye. He stayed with Baldemar for a few nights, then left. At first I thought he was a merchant, but he spoke to none of the other tradesmen in town, including myself.
That would make sense. Can you tell me anything of the barbarian threat?
The barbarian threat? Yes, rumor has it that they are preparing for war. Their numbers are said to be great, much more than the 10 towns can hope to defeat. If they fall upon us, the battle shall be a short one. But enough about what might be. If there's nothing else you need, I have work to do.
Alright. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Not in this room. Anything in this room? That's quick save. Ooh, it's locked. Ooh, boots. I'll take the boots. Nothing. Okay.
Speak your mind.
Don't mind us.
Forward.
Alright, boots. What kind of boots? Boots of the North. The Frost's embrace. Stranded by his company for a sack of gold, Daviol the Frozen was left for dead in the midst of the great glacier. His dying curse echoed across the barren wastes to the ear of Oral, goddess of winter. She smiled upon him, and his bare body was protected and preserved by his newly enchanted boots of the North. With them he crossed the ice land in pursuit of his would-be murderers. Driven by rage, Daviol took his revenge upon his previous friends as they warmed themselves in a tavern of the closest city. After his thirst for blood was quenched, he continued to travel the frozen land, never to be seen again. Cold resistance plus 50%. Well, that's pretty good. Those are boots of speed. You've got these boots of elven sewn boots. You've got some boots, right? You do not. There we go. All right, Haley, we need to talk.
Forward.
We really need to talk. Let's actually take a quick look at the map and see what we've got. Shrine of Joaquin, Gravedigger's shack, and we don't know what else anything else is. Hello?
Did you find Father?
Yes, I did, and he told me you had no brother, Haley, and that you'd best hurry home.
I won't go. Let him make his stupid barrels all day, because I won't do it. I hate it, and I hate him.
I gained a lot of experience points, wow. You exposed Haley's tale. I think a young girl could find more amusement in playing pitch pebble or old man's crutch than telling tales to strangers.
Those games are for babies. And besides, there's no one here to play with except Purvis, and he gets mad when you pitch pebbles at him.
There's no other children in town?
It's just me. Father's always in the shop with his stupid barrels, and Mother's always drinking at the inn. There's nothing to do in this stupid town.
So what do you do all day? Surely you do not wander this town alone.
Uh-huh. Sometimes in the forest, too, but not much. Mostly just in town. By the well sometimes, or Purvis's shack, or I climb up the tree by the inn. There's a really good view up there.
A good view of what?
People in town. Of the inside of the inn. And things. Things I can't tell you about. Secrets.
Secrets? Like what?
Secrets. If I told you, then they wouldn't be secrets.
If you tell me, I'll give you a shiny gold piece. Fine, I have secrets too, but I won't share them with you. Never mind then. Can you tell me anything about the barbarians instead? Say you have a good view of the people in town. Like who? A secret's a secret, and secrets should be kept. Fine, I have secrets too.
Nuh-uh, you don't have any secrets, because you're a big liar.
That's what you think. I have a huge secret about you, and I'm going to tell everyone.
You do not.
Oh, but I do. It's a big secret, too. A huge secret. Perhaps the hugest in all of Faerun.
Tell me.
No, if you won't share, I won't share. Besides, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret anymore.
Okay, I'll share. I promise. Now tell me, please.
All right, there's a huge bear out in the woods, and it asked me about you. My secret is this. I've come all this way to save your people from the barbarians. And the biggest part of the secret is that you can help me.
What? Nuh-uh.
It's true. The secret you hold may help hold the key to defeating the barbarian horde and saving your town.
Well, you can't tell anybody. But you know that old bag of bones Kieran? The one that bought the inn?
You mean the cat guy from Lancelor? No, but go ahead.
Well, you know why he bought the inn? Bet you don't.
No, why did he buy the inn?
'Cause it has a magic mirror. Uh-huh, it's true. I saw him step right through it. Well, I mean, he opens it first, but it's like he's walking through it.
The mirror's a door. Perhaps I'll ask Kieran about it. You've learned a secret. 15,000 experience points.
Just don't tell him I told you, or else he'll put me in the mirror.
You say you have a good view of people in town, like who?
Purvis, for one, mostly 'cause I wait for him to come out of his shack so I can hit him with briar cones. Sometimes he sits in his shack cross-legged for hours, all still like a rock, and I have to throw stones at his door for a long time to get him up.
Who's Purvis?
Purvis the gravedigger. He hasn't said much since he got here, but Father says he buries dead people. When I climb the trees around here, I have a good view of inside his house and others.
Since he got here? How long has Purvis been here?
A couple of weeks, I think. Father says Purvis must be dumb as rocks to think he can make a living of burying people in Lonelywood. Nobody's died here in years.
I see. Other than Purvis, what other things do you see up in the trees?
Well, those 3 mean half-head brothers, I used to see them going and setting traps in the woods, even though Emmerich told them not to. They're going to get in big trouble when Emmerich finds out.
Haley, do you know anything about the barbarians?
Mother wants to leave because of them, but she always wants to leave. She says the barbarians are going to burn down Lonelywood.
What does your father say?
Father keeps telling her to be quiet because I might hear, but Mother doesn't care. I think Father doesn't want me to be scared, but I have ears and I'm not dumb.
You said before that you have a... No, let's, I must take my leave. Farewell, Haley.
Oh, hello. I will take that.
Let's see. Level up. Level 1, level 3, and level 6. Nice. Additional hit points 2, lore increased by 1. Well, let's see, what can we memorize? I kind of feel like going for another Cure Light Wounds. 3. Is there anything that we found really good? Remove paralysis, remove curse, strength of 1. Haven't really used Holy Smite. Prayer. Miscast Magic. Miscast Magic might be good. Protection from fire might be good. 80%. Seems, well, I suppose that would be a useful thing to have. It should remove, looks like it'll remove stuff like confusion. Wait, it removes feeble-mindedness. The hell? Alright, 6th level spells. What do we have? Aerial Servant, Blade Barrier, Bolt of Glory. Oh yeah, actually she should have that as helm. Well, maybe not as helm. Tyr and Torm I know has that. Conjure Animals, Entropy Shield. Excuse me, False Dawn. She should not have that. Heal. Physical Mirror. Spiritual Wrath. Wondrous Recall. So basically it's a lightning bolt that does 4d10 damage. And that would not affect any good creatures. So that could be handy. Entropy Shield. Entropy Shield is really good. Bolt of Glory would be fantastic. And considering that I suspect that we're going to be facing another fiend at the end of the game, that I think would be really good. 8d8 damage. I think we'll go with Bolt of Glory. Okay. I got a level out of that.
Agreed.
There's a person to talk to here. Gemini. What do you want? Who are you? I'm Gemini of Smith's son. I work for the Coster, the trading Coster. What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat? Nothing. I don't have no information for you. I'm not from around here. Alright. Hey, at least it's not a townsperson. No items. Or, containers, I should say. Do we know what this building is? Not really. Now do I know what it is? Yes. Ranger's Cabin. There's Emmerich.
Well met, strangers. What can I do for you?
Who are you?
My name is Emmerich Hawk. Who might you be?
I'm Ald. Tell me, Emmerich, what is it you do for a living?
I'm a bowyer by trade. I craft bows for trade with the few caravans that find their way up here to Lonelywood. It's not much, but it's an honest living. Besides, it allows me the freedom to pursue my true calling.
What is your true calling?
I am what you might call the caretaker of these woods. I keep an eye on the local hunters and loggers to make sure that they do not take more than the forest is willing to offer.
So, you're some kind of guardian of the forest?
Guardian? Perhaps once I may have been worthy of such a role, before I lost the favor of the Forest Father, but now that he has taken his blessing from me, I am just another man that lives in the shadow of the forest.
Who is this Forest Father? Let me guess, Sylvanas?
The Forest Father is the eternal guardian of the forest. He is the god of all wild and untamed nature throughout Faerun. Priests and druids of the realms call him Sylvanas, though he is known by many names.
Why have you fallen from his favor? Oh yeah, that's a great thing to ask him.
Ever since the three brothers arrived in town, trapping in the forest has been out of control. Despite my best efforts, I've been unable to stop them. Now the Forest Father is punishing me for my failure.
Well, that's just kind of dickish. What makes you say that?
3 days ago, while walking in the woods, I encountered a great white wolf. Such beasts are very rare and considered by some to be the sacred protectors of the forest. In an instant, the wolf was upon me. I searched desperately for a way to escape, but the beast was relentless in its fury. Before I could react, it pounced on me, sinking its fangs deep into the exposed flesh just above my collar.
What happened next?
The weight of the massive wolf had me pinned to the ground, but I somehow managed to wriggle my left arm free enough to slip the dagger from my boot. Just as the beast's powerful jaws began to tighten around my neck, I buried the dagger in its belly.
Did you kill it?
No, but the cut was deep enough to save my life. The wounded beast ceased its attack and bounded away into the forest, leaving me barely conscious in a pool of my own blood. I should have died that day. I know that now. The wolf was the manifestation of the Forest Father's vengeance. The fact that I survived has only served to anger him further. That is why he punishes me by denying his blessings.
I see. Let me ask you something else. Can you tell me about the, what can you tell me about the barbarian threat?
For the past week or so, droves of barbarians have been spotted moving steadily southward, toward the 10 towns. It is much too late in the season for the tribes to be following the migration of the reindeer herd. I fear their presence could only mean one thing: war.
What's it good for? Absolutely nothing. Well, we've heard the barbarians have a camp nearby. Do you know where it is?
I've noticed that eastern edge of the forest has been unusually quiet these past few days, almost as if something has driven the animals out. If there is a barbarian camp out there, it probably lies somewhere to the east of the forest, perhaps hidden upon the rocky shelves of Bremen's Run.
I see. Let me ask you something else. We'd like to know more about the town of Lonelywood.
Sorry, but I'm not really one for gossip. You see, I spend most of my time outside of town looking after the forest.
I see. Let me ask you something else. On second thought, we'd like to see what you have for sale. Okay, short bow +1, composite longbow +1, longbow +1, arrows +1, totally buying those. I've got the cash. There was a piercing +3. That's pretty nice. Tempted to buy the bolts too. Let's buy these for now. You know what? Wait, why can I only buy that many? Huh. No, I don't know. Whatever. There we go. Darts of wounding might be good. Goblin arrow +1. These arrows are known less for their damaging power than they are for their annoying summoning power. Invented by a black-hearted gnome named Turbar Talonbar, the goblin arrows are commonly found in the quivers of mischievous halflings and elves. Several adventuring companies use goblin arrows before launching any major attacks. On a successful hit, a goblin is summoned next to the target for 17 rounds. Sure, I'll buy these. Why not? Let's see. You've got various basic armor and weaponry. That's about it. I don't know if I want to buy the bolts or not. Darts of wounding might be pretty good. I can come back. Before we're done here, it might be a good idea to buy all of those. Alright, well, it's about time to end the episode anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up the inventory a bit. Actually, let's see. Okay, there's nothing to search in here. Alright, so when we come back, we'll continue exploring the town of Lonelywood and talking to people. See you then, everyone.